Honey, I'm hungry. Let's go eat something. He barked up cutely as you holding Sam securely, making sure Jungkook noticed your each and every action, and will surely understand you already got over him and happy in your life with your family. Meanwhile, Tang's eyes widened in surprise. Because you never show interest towards him, it was a friendly relationship between you both, but it was always him who initiates first step. But never you. But he was so happy to finally hear those words from your lips. Yeah, sure, baby. What you want to eat? He smiles, and you both make your way towards food area, leaving Jungkook there dumbfounded. Wan was on the verge to burst into tears any time when she came away from him. She bit her lower lip to suppress her emotions and not burst into tears in front of everyone. Ting brings food for Wan, but she didn't take even a single bite, as she just wanted to run away from there. Don't you like the food? You look towards him and he saw your red puffy eyes. Within a second, he finds out you're controlling yourself to not cry. What happened, Ryan? He asked, and you lowered your head. As you know, if you saw him, you weren't able to control yourself anymore. Can we go back, please? Biting a low lip. Okay, he replied, and stand up with you on and took your small hands in his big ones securely, as is assuring you that he's right beside you. Are you sure it doesn't affect? I know it is important party for you. You're more important for me, Ryan, he replied and started moving. He just looked towards him in pure amazement. It wasn't a big deal for him that he left an important party for you, but it was a big deal for you to know that he did it for you. Moreover, he never asked why he wants to leave. We reached their room within a few minutes as it's on the same hotel where was party. Tingley Jay went on bed and came towards you. I don't know what happened and I don't have any right to ask, but I'm just next door in case you need me. Just let me know, please. As he presses your hand with thumb lightly, you just nod and he leaves silently. He wants you to ask him to stay, but you didn't. It hurts a bit to him, but he tried to not affect him. As soon as Jing left room, one wanted him hold back anymore and burst into tears. All those memories again start to flash back in front of her eyes. It still affects her. All those words still haunt her. She was happy a few hours ago and now all devastated. Why he have to again appear in her life? She was struggling hard from 3 years to get over him. And when she finally thought she's get over him, he again appeared in front of her and acts like nothing happened. She chuckled sadly. One moved her head upward when she felt Jiwon's tiny hand wiping her eyes. Don't cry, Mama. Jiwon don't like tears in your eyes. She immediately took him in her embrace and cried more harder as she was afraid. Now he wants to take him away from her. The only happiness, the only person she have in her life now is Jiwon. And if he took any step towards Jiwon, she won't able to live anymore. An hour passed, but Wen was still crying, sitting beside Jiwon's sleeping figure, gently caressing his hairs. We're going back. I won't lay his shadow on you, baby. Tears continuously dripping from your eyes. At the same time, when hit a bang on door, she flinched but rushed towards it to open. As soon as she opened door, Jungkook pinned her on wall with one hand and put another hand on her face. Before she got time to protest or shout and locked door behind. Wen was shocked, stunned. He was looking furious and she got extremely of him. Tears automatically start rolling from her eyes. He have already seen her red puffy nose and eyes. Why was you with another man? And why he placed his hand on your waist? He growled, making her flinch. She wiggled to escape, but no use. He was too strong for her padded figure to escape easily. I will let you go off my hand. If you promise you won't scream. When she shook her head, he closed his eyes as he's trying to calm his nerves. We need to talk, he said, calmer tone than before. And slowly let go of your mouth one breath heavily. What do you think about yourself? Huh? Who are you and who gave you permission to brag in my room without my consent? She yelled between her heavy breaths. Please listen to me when we need to talk. About what? And why? Why was I with another man? And who are you to ask me this question? Who gave you this right, Jungkook? She sweat and hated, and he felt a pang in his heart. I'm sorry, I don't have any right to ask you about anything. I just won't able to control myself when I see you with other men. He spoke with lowered head and slightly gloomy eyes as he moved a little away from her. Why? Have you forget that day, Jungkook? Or do I have to remember you? What you said? Force you to remember? The hatred you have for me, how could you even forget that? She chuckled mockingly with teary eyes. But if you forget your words, I will remember you, she said, wiping her blurry vision. You said you never have any relation with. But before one completed sentence, he put his palm on her mouth again to shut it. One saw tear in his eyes too, and him shaking his head. Don't say it, please. One moved his hand away from her. Oh, are you pitying me now? Come on, Mr. John. Do you think I'm the same fragile girl you know? No, I'm not. I have met someone who makes me his crown and I'm happy with him. Now you got your answers, so keep this in your mind. And don't show me your face ever again. Get out. As he came inside room, but he followed you behind. Don't say it like that, please, sobs. I don't know what's your real intention to come here, but I don't want to see you no matter what. But we need to talk, and I won't go without explaining myself. About what? How you insulted me in front of everyone? She bit her lower lip and twisted her hands to control her trembling state. She was trying hard to act strong in front of him, but she was not strong. She was still the same weak girl he knows. When tried to push him out, but it didn't affect him. I won't go unless you listen to me. Wen took some heavy breaths to calm her nerves. You have 2 minutes. Say whatever you wanna say. Spit your left-handed and leave. It's not like that. Just say it. I never regretted to have you in my life. That night was a pure place for me, and I still remember it as the best memory of my us. Tears continuously dripping from his eyes. I'm extremely sorry for what I said that day. I know it was my baby you were carrying. One immediately looked towards him with her teary eyes. I'm so shameful to know what I did was wrong, that I won't able to sleep at night peacefully. You still remains in my brain like yesterday. But trust me, I have my reasons for what I did. Glad to hear. You may leave now. I didn't complete it yet. It was that day after that night. Hannah, one of our employees, she have crushed on me from a long time and I rejected her many times. She never gave up no matter how badly I have insulted her and rejected her. But things gone worse that day. She proposed me that day too, but when I rejected her, she showed me our photos. She had many photos of ours and she threatened me she will viral them. I didn't budge, but she showed me some videos too. Not even that, she even has some of our phone conversations that she threatened me she will ruin my career and end your life with it. I was not afraid for myself, but for you, I know I have my company to take control if anything goes wrong. But I was helpless in your case, when that's why I started ignoring you. But then when I found out you're pregnant, I got perplexed. The moment I heard the best news of my life was the moment to have make a decision too. Hannah was here too, one, and that's why I did that. I just want to protect you from a heavy storm. That was the only thing that I think is suitable to do at the moment, and I did it. You think it didn't affect me? You don't know how I say those things to you with broken heart. The day I got biggest news of my life was the last day to hear it too. I was devastated too when I have also spent my days just thinking about you and that unborn soul that was you were carrying. I was as shameful that I won't able to do anything and I didn't even know if the dinosaur opened his eyes in this scary world or not. He was crying mercilessly. He bent down to his knees, hoping heart wanted the same. Silent tears continuously scraping from her eyes too. She don't know what she have to do. She hugs him and crushes his back gently. After all that, what he did with her, but his tears still affect her, even though she knows the reality now. But it can't change what he did. What if he just told her everything before she would leave him without turning back? He was always her priority. A slight cold of her heart melted from her part, but she doesn't know what to do next. One stand up and wipe her tears before speaking. I think you should leave now. He didn't connect her eyes with him as she knew she won't be able to say anything if she make eye contact with him. He just nods and gets up. Can I see my son before leaving? And hurriedly looked towards him. Feared, is he wanna take him up from her now? He's not your son, Jungkook. You may leave, please. Have you forgot what you said? I remember very well, and the regret will stay with me till my last breath. Please let me see him. I told you, he is not your son. I know very well you didn't get married, and he is my son. Please let me see him. I promise I will leave afterwards, please. He pleaded, and Wan just stared him intensely. His doe eyes was speaking himself with genuine love, care, and affection. She just nodded her head and take him where Jaewoon was sleeping. He sits beside him, kisses his forehead, and grazes his hair sobbingly. He stayed there for a while and let him love his son. Afterward, it was their first meeting. She don't know if she made a right decision to let him see Jaewoon or not, but she just do what her heart said her to do. Jungkook placed a final back on Jaewoon's cheeks and came towards Wan. You know what, Wan? I still loves you and still waiting for the day you forgive me and come back to me and we have our family like we always imagined. But of course, it's your decision to make. Whatever you decide, I will agree with you. But please, let me say, Jiwoon, if you don't want me in your life, please don't take this right away from me. He tried to place a kiss on Wan's cheeks, but she moved back. He chuckled sadly, but leave afterwards. It was 1 a.m. at night, and Wan was pacing back and forth in the room thinking something. And the only person came in her mind was Jiang. So she made her way and knocked on the door. Jiang got surprised to see Wan at this time, but let her in. She made her way inside and he followed her. Hug me, Jiang frowned. Are you drunk, Wan? He tried to sniff her, but no, she was not, and she repeated again. Hug me, Jiang, please. He felt hurt in her voice and immediately hugged her without thinking twice. As soon as the context one burst into tears that she didn't even knew she was holding back. He was taken aback to hear her sniffs. What happened, Wan? Is everything okay? Are you alright? He tried to see her, but she didn't let him move away from her. Neither speaks anything, so he just pats her back gently to calm her nerves. After a while, when she took control of herself, she moved away. I'm sorry, I was... Shh. He placed his finger on your lips. It's completely fine, Wan. I told you, if you need me, you will always find me right beside you. Solves more with sniffs. What happened when? Do I say something wrong? He wiped your cheeks gently. As you shake your head as no. It's just I won't able to hold back my emotions. Thank you to console me. Can you tell me why you were crying? If you're comfortable, hats. Why he treats her like a fragile feather, she thought in her mind and wiped her eyes, was ready to brim tears. But he didn't get any answer for a while. He speaks again. It's completely fine, Wan. If you're not comfortable to tell me, you don't need to force yourself. No, it's not like that. I was just processing where to start. He nods. So it starts from my decision to move in America. She starts telling him her story from her how she met Jungkook and fall in love to the worst day of her life, and the decision to move in America till what happened a few minutes ago. He clenched his fist as he's calming his nerves or ready to attack him, even though he has his reasons to do all that, but it was not acceptable. Dang, wipe your tears with his thumb. I don't have right words to say right now. When cut it enough. It's completely fine, Dang. I already got over him and it didn't affect me anymore, and she looks down. But you don't deserve all that. I just came to know how strong you are. He wiped your tears gently and placed his finger on your jaw to look towards him. Both of you look in each other's eyes intensely until it became a little awkward, so you move your gaze towards the other side. I will take my leave. Trying to not look towards him, he holds your hand. I also have a confession to make. Actually, you know already I have feelings for you. He bit his lip, and you rejected me before, but I want to propose you again. Man, I genuinely loves you, and I will love to spend the rest of my life with you. Can you please be my partner and make me father of Jiwon, please? He mumbles in one breath, bending on his knees, and a box of ring in front of Wan was in utter shock. She gulped a lump. Dang, even after knowing my past? It doesn't affect me what your past holds for you. I'm only seeing your future, and that is with you. Will you marry me and become one when ears heated up and her cheeks turns into crimson color? Can you please get up first? Not before I hear my answer. One rolled her eyes on his stubbornness as she also sat down on the floor. What if I say no, both facing each other? Then I will try harder till you say yes. What if I fell for someone else? Then I will let you go thinking it's my destiny. She chuckled, blushing even more, and pulled him into a passionate. He was taken aback, but responded her in the pocket, breathing heavily as he joined his forehead with yours. Do we take his yes? She nods, looking down, blushing hard. I would love to hear it from your lips. He made you stare at him, your eyes meet, and he was as flustered as you. Yes, yes, what princess? He demanded. I will marry you, Mr. Kim Taeyang. He gained back your lips. I love you so much, Wen, and I can't express how happy I am right now. I promise to keep you and Jeevan safe. After 1 month from that day, they both got married in America. One forgive Jungkook, but she can't accept him back in her life. Even though she knows the truth now, his words are too harshful, and it took her a long time to recover from that phase. She has spent lonely nights thinking what would happen to that unborn child, thinking how he felt to know that his father didn't accept him. And now he don't have father, even though Ian was always there for her. He was her best friend, who never left her in hard time. Stay with her like a shadow, but he still can't give the love Jiwon lost from his father, or also how long he gonna stay with them. He also deserves a happy family, but things change until she meets Taeyang, who loves her, care her, protect her. He won her trust before proposing her. But when she rejected him, he was hurt, but he still respected her decision and nothing changed in his love for her. Neither he treats her different from before. He loved her from heart till she accepts him, and finally his love won and they got married. Jungkook forgives him and gives him right to meet Ji-woon whenever he wants. He was hurt to know why and didn't accept him, but he knew he hurt her, and even if she is allowing him to meet Ji-woon, he thinks it was enough for him after all he did, and he was happy with it. It's been 5 months to Wan and Ding's marriage, and they were happy in the little cute family. Where's Stephen? He asked when he saw you entering his room. He's asleep. Ting nods as he put the book aside he was reading and came towards you. You moved backward, feeling his intense stare and that smirk never leaving his face. Knowing very well there is something going on in his mind, you moved back till your back hit the door and he gazed you between his strong muscular arms. What are you doing, Ting? Shattering. He came closer to your ear, his heartbreak fanning your nape, sending shivers down your spine as you closed your eyes, feeling the sensation and unknowingly gripping his shirt tightly. Let's give Jaewon something tonight, he whispers in your ear before slightly yellow and start giving from your lip to all up as you turn into tomato like always.